Have you ever been in the situation where you can see somebody heading down the wrong path and you know it's not going to turn out well, so you try to steer them in the right direction, but they just don't listen? Well, that's what happened to me today with a client. Hi, my name is Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique, and this very nice lady came in and she had had breast surgery and now she was experiencing some lymphedema. Now, I'm not a doctor or a nurse, but as I understand it, lymphedema can occur anywhere in the body. Often it happens in your arms when you've had breast cancer, but in her case, it was happening in the chest area. And I understand that it's kind of a buildup of fluid because the lymph nodes are blocked, and it can cause a lot of swelling because the flow of fluid is not like being pushed through your body, and it can be very painful, and it's really hard to reverse as far as I understand. Anyway, that's my non-medical explanation. Feel free to look it up for something more accurate. But here's the thing. So somebody on her healthcare team said, hey, you do need a compression bra. And a compression bra is not like a regular bra, not like a regular post-op bra. It's like a hug for your upper body. And what it's supposed to do is kind of compress evenly and then squeeze that fluid so that it moves through your body, and I think you just urinate it out, but it helps to prevent that buildup. So she went to a couple of places. She didn't really like what she saw. She came and saw me, and we tried on multiple different compression bras. I'm just going to show you this one as an example, but there's all different styles. Now, I asked her, what do you need? Do you need a medium compression, light compression? She goes, oh, no, I need something a level up from medium. So that's like a heavier compression. Okay, no problem. So we started trying on compression bras. And each time she had a problem with kind of the struggle to do them up. And I'm going to show you an example. So this compression bra is one of the many styles that we tried on, because there are different styles, and that's fine. But she tried on the heavier compression bras and she didn't like them. She said, oh, no, that's too much. I want to go down to a medium compression. I'm like, okay, that's not what you said before. But you can see that this compression bra, for instance, is not doing up easily, right? But it is actually the right fit, and you have to stretch it a little bit and do it up. And then there's these little clips at the bottom and halfway, and it is a bit challenging, right? I mean, you've got to coordinate everything. Okay, so you can see if this were just like a normal bra, you'd be like, well, that doesn't fit. But this is how a compression bra fits, because it needs to be snug. Okay, so once it's on, it's actually quite comfortable and it fits properly. But doing it up is a bit of a struggle because it needs to be tight. It needs to give you that hug for your upper body. If it's just easily to do up and it's kind of loose, it's not going to give you compression, which completely destroys the whole idea of a compression bra. And that's where her struggle came in. So she was like, yeah, but this is hard to do up. I don't want to have to struggle with it. That is the nature of a compression bra. It is. That's the way it is. If it fits properly, you're going to have that struggle. And so she said, well, maybe I can try the next size up. And I was like, you know, the next size up is going to be easier to do up, but it's not going to give you compression. So it's completely not going to do its job. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she said, well, you know, I tried on a sports bra, but I didn't like the way that the zipper dug, whatever. And I said, no, you know what? You've been diagnosed with lymphedema. And so a sports bra is going to give you maybe compression in one area, and that's it. A compression bra is a medical garment that gives you 360 compression all over, and it's designed specifically with this medical challenge and a few others in mind. It's designed for this. Whereas a sports bra just is going to give you some support, maybe some mild compression in the bust area, but that's it. They are two very different things. One is a medical device and one is not. And you can see this covers a lot more than just you know, a sports bra. This is like a vest. And she said, oh, okay, you know, I'm going to kind of look around at other places. And that's fine. I'm going to take this off. Oh, because it is like a hug. So that's fine. But I said, you know, whether you buy from me or you buy from somebody else, you can't have it too loose. Like, please don't buy it too loose because it's not going to do its job. And she'd mentioned that some other places, like this is a large that we had her in. And she said, well, you know, the other place had me an extra large. I'm like, yeah, that's probably because you were saying that you wanted it to be easier to do up. But in fact, again, if this was like easy to do up, it's not going to do its job. So I have a feeling she's going to end up getting a compression bra that doesn't offer her compression because she's going to buy it too big, or she's going to buy herself a sports bra that's not going to do the job. And I can see the road she's heading down, and I could see, you know, she heard what I was saying, but she really thought she could find something that didn't exist. What she wants is a compression bra that's easy to do up, no problem, super easy. It just doesn't exist. The whole thing about a compression bra is that it's snug, and it's, if you can just put it on easy. How many times can I say this? Anyway, so yeah, so that is the challenge. So tell me if that's happened to you. If you've had a situation where you're trying to steer somebody in the right direction and they're going in the wrong direction, you can just see it's going to be a train wreck. And what do? Perhaps you've been the one, and I've done this myself, I'll admit it, where somebody's giving me advice and I know it's good advice, but I just want the other direction to be correct. I can't even think of an example, but I know I've done it 100 times where people said, this is the way to do it. And I'm like, but I really want it to be this way. And I do it that way. And of course, you know, I should have listened. I should have listened to the experts, right? So let me know, have you been on either side of the fence and what happened? Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, comment down below. We really want to hear from you because, you know, it really helps us all when we share our stories. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon and have a great day.